Chase Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. With a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with Patterson. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Fourth down, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Following the interception, Cousins. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
First play, here's Cousins.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Cards, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 6. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The slot man in motion right. They're going to try and throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Come on. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And they stop him up short of 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now Cousins on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. In motion left goes Cooks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards that time for number 19. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting him.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings get a bit closer.
Boswell good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On play action, Cousins. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. Catch made by Slayton.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Patterson running between the tackles. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2nd and 5. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
70 Lions, Mustang 19. Go street.
They'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Cooks will come in motion right.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther by low 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
Dragon 60, 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss of 16 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Cup 19.
They'll look to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
18 runner, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight, 60 ball check, 60 ball check.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll look to throw here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. as well good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins. That's complete to Slayton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Cousins again. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Cousins. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it...
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. That's good on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. not going to get to the line to run another play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Warriors 17. Cut 19. Cut 19.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Going quickly out to the right side. And I think the ball's out. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the slot man goes in motion left.
19 tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Again, he connects with Schultz. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Cousins. The quick slant cut. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 50. 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Connecting with Hill. They find some open field here. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire. And